Dear students, today we are going to learn about numerical patterns. In this lesson, we are going to learn about how to analyze numerical patterns. Before we start, we go through keywords to understand what the question means. Pattern. Pattern means the way your numbers change. Sequence, the set of numbers you see after you follow a pattern. We can identify a relationship between two numerical patterns. A numerical pattern is an ordered set of numbers and their order help us to predict the next number. You will understand this with the help of example. Each numerical pattern has its own rule. For example, you have a sequence of numbers here 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. Here if you observe 2, 4, 6, what is the difference between these numbers? So difference is 2. So here the rule will be add plus 2. So here for this numerical pattern the rule is plus 2. Now let's see one more example. Nada have $5, Jana have 7. They add $2 each day to their savings. How much do they save after 4 days? So here we are going to see the total savings of Nada and Jana after 4 days. And here see the sentence says they add 2 each day to their saving, means that the rule over here is to add 2. So first thing we are going to make a table for their savings, and here the thing we see is we start from $5 for Nada and $7 for Jana, and after this we are just going to add 2. So first day the savings of Nada will be 7 and Jana's will be 9. And next for second day it will be 9 for Nada and 11 for Jana. Third day it will be 11 for Nada and 13 for Jana. Fourth day it will be 13 for Nada and 15 for Jana. Here you clearly see the difference is $2 between Nada and Jana. So here we are following the rule and we clearly see the relationship between Nada and Jana is Jana have $2 more than Nada. The patterns in this lesson do not necessarily involve whole numbers. It means we can have the numerical patterns which have decimal as well as fractions. So now let's see one example. Here we have example. The rule for this example is add 1.25. Here the table shows the total amount spent by Nada and Jana. Here they starts with 1.25 and Jana starts with 2.75. Each day you're going to add 1.25. Let's solve a problem from your classwork, page 815. Problem number 2. How does making table help you to identify the relationships between terms in pattern? Now we can how does a table help us? For example, if I have a table, I could line the numbers properly and compare them easily. So table helps us to line them and compare. For example, if you are having sequence add 2, the sequence is 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 and 14. Other sequence you have is 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, 13 and 15. If we make a table for this, see here, we can clearly keep the record of each day how much they earn. Even we can compare the earnings of Nada and Jana. So table help us to line them properly and compare. Now let's solve a problem from your classwork, page 815. In question 5 to 7, use rule add half a dollar. So your question is, Tim and Jill each have a piggy bank. Tim starts with $1.25 in his bank and puts half dollar each week. Jim starts with $2.75 in her bank and also puts half a dollar each week. Complete the table to show how much each have saved after 5 weeks. So here you have a table which shows the savings of Tim and Jill. Tim starts with $1.25 and he puts half a dollar each week, means we are going to add half dollar each week. For Tim I add half dollar. For first week it becomes 1.75. For second week I need to add more half a dollar, so it becomes 2.25. For third week how much we need to add? Yes, you are right, we add half a dollar, so it becomes 2.75. Next it becomes 3.75. For the last week if we add half dollars, what is the total? Yes, 3.75. Now let's fill the table for Jill. Jill starts with how much? Yes, you are right, it starts with $2.75. And how much you need to add each week? Half a dollar. Very good. So now next you add is 3.25. So second week how much it will be? 3.75. For third week it will be 4.25. For fourth week it will be 4.75, and for fifth week it will be 5.25. Now let's solve one more problem from your classwork, page 815. What is the relationship do you notice between the amount Tim have saved and Jill have saved each week? Let's look at the table carefully. So when I compare, I find Jill have more amount than Tim each week. So first I will figure out how much more he have. So what I have to do over here? Yes, I need to subtract the amount of Jill have from Tim. So when I subtract 2.75 with 1.25, how much will I get? Yes, you're right, I get 1.50. So Jill saves $1.50 more than Tim each week. Problem. Now let's solve problem from your classwork, page 815. Problem number 7. If Tim and Jill continue saving in this way, how much will each have saved after 10 weeks? Explain how you decide. So first thing, we will see the amount for Tim for 10 weeks. So I multiplied 10 with 0.50 because he saves half dollar each week, and I add 1.25 because this is the starting amount. So when I multiply 10 with 0.5, it gives me $5. So $5 plus 1.25 will give me $6.25. Now let's find out for Jill. Jill is saving $0.5 for each week. So how many weeks we need to calculate? 10 weeks. So Jill, we multiply 10 with 0.50 and add 2.75, as 2.75 is starting amount. So 10 times 0.5 gives me 5 plus 2.75 gives me 7.75. So Tim saves $6.25 and Jill saves $7.75 after 10 weeks. Thank you.